in my previous classes, I was discussing your topic 3, and I have completed up to Gandhi-Irwin Pact. In my previous class, I have completed Gandhi-Irwin Pact. Before that, from topic 3, I have completed withdrawal of non-cooperation, then formation of Swaraj Party, effect of economic depression, then Simon Commission, Lahore Session, 11 demands, Salt March, then how civil disobedience was different from non-cooperation, then Gandhi-Irwin Pact. After that, round table conference, mainly second round table conference, and how it became unsuccessful due to Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. I have also given questions up to economic depression. From topic 3rd, I have already given 3 questions. Question number 1, why Mahatma Gandhi decided to withdraw non-cooperation movement. Second was, write about the formation of Swaraj Party. Then question number 3 was, write the effect of worldwide economic depression on India. I have also gave you hint for that. Question number 1, why Mahatma Gandhi decided to withdraw the non-cooperation movement. For that, you have to write answer from page number 62, paragraph 1. The second question was, write about the formation of Swaraj Party. That answer was in page number 62 in para first. Third question was, write the effect of worldwide economic depression on India, and that was the answer was in page number 62 and para second. Today I will give you questions after this question, that means after economic depression. That means I will start from question number 4. Your question number 4 is, write about Simon Commission. For its answer, I will give you hint. Your answer is in page number 62 and para third. You will get answer in page number 62, para third. In this answer, you have to write about the Simon Commission. That means, against the background of economic depression and formation of Swaraj Party, new Tory government in Britain constituted a statutory commission under Sir John Simon. Set up in response to the nationalist movement, the commission was to look into the functioning of the constitutional system in India and suggest changes. The problem was that the commission did not have a single Indian member. They were all British. So when Simon Commission arrived in India in 1928, it was greeted with the slogan, "Go back, Simon," and all parties, including the Congress and Muslim League, participated in the demonstration against Simon Commission. That means you will write the answer from page number 62, para 3. Then is question number 5. Write the importance of Lahore Congress. For that, you have to write answer from page number 63 and para first. You have to write answer from page number 63, para first. In this, you will write that in December 1929, under the presidency of Jawaharlal Nehru, The Lahore Congress formalized the demand in December 1929 under the presidency of Jawaharlal Nehru. The Lahore Congress formalized the demand of Purna Swaraj or full independence for India. It was declared that 26 January 1930 would be celebrated as the Independence Day, when people were to take a place to struggle for complete independence. But the celebration attracted very little attention. That means you have to write the answer of demand of Purna Swaraj or full independence, and how 26th January 1930 was declared as our first Independence Day. Then is question number 6. In question number 6, the question is, write the importance of 11 demands. Or one another question is the how or why salt became an effective symbol of resistance. How salt became an effective symbol of resistance against colonialism. How or why salt became an effective symbol of resistance against colonialism. In this, you have to write answer from page number 63. Page number 63, para second. That way, for this, the answer of this question is in page number 63, para second. In this, you have to write about the 11 demands and its importance. Mahatma Gandhi found in salt a powerful symbol that could unite the nation. On 31st January 1930, he sent a letter to Viceroy Irwin stating 11 demands. Some of these were of general interest, others were specific demands of different classes, from industrialists to peasants. The idea was to make the demands wide ranging so that all classes within Indian society could identify with them and everyone could be brought together in a united campaign. The most steering of all was the demand to abolish the salt tax. Salt was something consumed by the rich and poor alike, and it was one of the most essential items of food. And the tax on salt and the government monopoly over its production, Mahatma Gandhi declared, revealed the most oppressive face of British rule. That means the answer of this question is in page number 63, para second. Your question number 7 is, write about Dandi March or Salt March. Salt March. The answer is in page number 63, paragraph 3rd. This page number 63, para 3rd. In this, you have to write about, or you will write that Mahatma Gandhi's letter was in a way an ultimatum. If the demands were fulfilled by 11th March. The letter stated the Congress would launch a civil disobedience campaign. Lord Irwin was unwilling to negotiate. So Mahatma Gandhi started his famous Salt March accompanied by 78 of his trusted volunteers. The march was over 240 miles from Gandhiji ashram in Sabarmati to the Gujarati coastal town of Dandi. The volunteers walked for 24 days, about 10 miles a day. Thousands came to hear Mahatma Gandhi wherever he stopped, and he told them what he meant by Swaraj and urged them to peacefully defy the British. On 6th April, he reached Dandi and violated the law manufacturing salt by boiling sea water. Then is question number 8. Write the events of civil disobedience. Write the events of civil disobedience. In this, you have to write from page number 64, and you have to take the help of both para first and second. You have to take help from both the paragraph first and second. That means you have to write the whole event of civil disobedience movement. In this, you have to write about the civil disobedience movement, also the difference between the non-cooperation and civil disobedience movement. In this, you have to write this. People were now asked, that means during civil disobedience movement, people were now asked not only to refuse cooperation with the British as they had done in 1921-22. In 1921-22, that means during non-cooperation movement, the people were asked only not to cooperate with the Britishers. But non-cooperation movement, people were asked only not to cooperate with the Britishers. But during civil disobedience movement, they were also asked to break colonial laws, because it started with breaking the law. That means Mahatma Gandhi broke Salt Law, and with that civil disobedience movement started. Salt March completed, and with that civil disobedience movement started. That means the completion of Salt March or Dandi March started the civil disobedience movement. Thousands in different parts of the country broke the salt law, manufactured salt, and demonstrated in front of government salt factories. As the movement spread, foreign cloth was boycotted and liquor shops were picketed. Peasants refused to pay revenue and chowkidari taxes. Village officials resigned, and in many places forest people violated forest laws, going into reserved forest to collect wood and graze cattle. Worried by the developments, the colonial government began arresting the Congress leaders one by one. This led to violent clashes in many places. When Abdul Ghaffar Khan, a devout disciple of Mahatma Gandhi, was arrested in April 1930, angry crowds demonstrated in streets of Peshawar, facing armored cars and police firing. Many were killed. A month later, when Mahatma Gandhi himself was arrested, industrial workers in Sholapur attacked police posts, municipal buildings, law courts, and railway stations, all structures that symbolize British rule. A frightened government responded with a policy of brutal repression. Peaceful satyagrahis were attacked, women and women and children were beaten, and about 1 lakh people were arrested. In such a situation, Mahatma Gandhi once again decided to call off the movement and entered into a pact with Irving on 5th March 1931. That means you have to write from your another question is question number 9. Write the conditions under which Mahatma Gandhi called off civil disobedience movement. This question, that means question number 9 is just a part of question number 8. क्वेश्चन नंबर जो 9 है वो क्वेश्चन नंबर 8 का एक पार्ट है. क्वेश्चन नंबर जो 8 है उसमें आपको पूरा सिविल डिसोबीडियंस मूवमेंट के बारे में लिखना है, लेकिन क्वेश्चन नंबर 9 में सिर्फ conditions, we have to only mention the conditions under which Mahatma Gandhi was forced to call off the civil disobedience movement. That means in this question we have to only write about the violence which started. After that the British government took firm steps and lakhs of Satyagrahis were arrested. After that, Mahatma Gandhi decided to call back or call off the civil disobedience movement. In hint, you have to write from the same page 64 and para only second paragraph. In question number 8, you have to write answer from both first and second para. But in question number 9, you have to write answer only from second para. You will write that worried by the developments, the colonial government began arresting the Congress leaders one by one. This led to violent clashes in many places. When Abdul Ghaffar Khan, a devout disciple of Mahatma Gandhi, was arrested in April 1930, when Abdul Ghaffar Khan, a devout disciple of Mahatma Gandhi, was arrested in April 1930, angry crowds demonstrated in the streets of Peshawar, facing armored cars and police firing. Many were killed. A month later, when Mahatma Gandhi himself was arrested, industrial workers in Solapur attacked police posts, municipal buildings, law courts and railway stations, all structures that symbolize British rule. A frightened government responded with a policy of brutal repression. Peaceful satyagrahis were attacked, women and children were beaten, and about 1 lakh people were arrested. In such a situation, Mahatma Gandhi once again decided to call off the movement and entered into a pact with Irving on 5th March 1931. That means you have to write up to this. Then is your today's last question. Write about Gandhi Irving pact. In this you have to write from page 64 and para third. The third para. Mahatma Gandhi decided to call off the movement and entered into a pact with Irving on 5th March 1931. By this Gandhi-Irving pact, Gandhiji consented to participate in Round Table Conference. The Congress had boycotted the first Round Table Conference in London. The government agreed to release the political prisoners. In December 1931, Gandhiji went to London for the conference, but the negotiation broke down and Gandhiji returned disappointed. Back in India, he discovered that the government had begun a new cycle of repression. Ghaffar Khan and Jawaharlal Nehru were both in jail, and the Congress had been declared illegal, and a series of measures had been imposed to prevent meetings, demonstration, and boycotts. Thank you.